Welcome everyone to more live open source Linux development here with our increasingly popular Linux distribution. One thing people keep asking, besides have you tried latest BKFS and stuff, what about OpenZFS? Historically not the greatest fan because licensing and stuff, right? Previously Sun and Oracle and so on, probably never be in upstream Linux, meaning from this website you get all the other stuff. That also means for us more complications in building that because due to the nature of non-stable Linux APIs and APIs, people always wonder, why do I need to build just this stuff for my specific installation and update state and stuff? Because Linus Torvalds and his Linux Foundation developer gang, they like breaking stuff daily. No kidding. They literally change whatever API they change in the name of cleanups and performance and improvements and stuff. So this is why, if you always wondered, you cannot just take one driver like you can on Windows, because every installation, even on our own, is incompatible, besides compiling for PowerPC and stuff. So to build this, it's a little bit special. We need to hook into the Linux kernel build. For that, let's probably, how many packages do we want to make out of that? Because in this is special in that you need the kernel sources, like not some kernel sources, precisely that state, micro version, .11 and stuff. And that state and patches, like even patches, right? Every patch can change APIs, ABIs. The difference between APIs and ABIs, by the way, maybe I should make dedicated videos there on my main channel. API is the actual API, like calling function at block device, or in Linux kernel, oops, or Linux kernel or something failed, that's unfortunate. In Linux kernel terms, put disk and stuff, and no kidding, also maybe it was it that, whatever. So that is the API of kobject, private pointer, whatever, device object, and calling convention, whatever those might be, right, flags and stuff. And that is the API, the application programmer's interface. And ABI, binary interface, is actually other binary executable interfacing stuff, like calling convention, right? If you historically used another compiler, nowadays the compiler is somewhat stable, but historically, if you used another compiler, even the calling convention might be slightly different, although nowadays usually considered a bug, except when that breaks, right? Even today, due to fixes, it always is possible. You take last year's GCC or next year's GCC and some structure, alignment and other, but it could also be other ABI things, even other, like even interrupt handling, right? In the Linux kernel world, even if it's not the primary application by programmer's interface, other things like interrupt handling and so on, thousands of little details change in Linux kernel depending on even configurations, right? Even in the Linux kernel, you even need the same .config configuration, because many of those options, interrupt handling, SMP support and stuff, is changing internal data structures, and that is the hidden application binary interface, ABI versus API. Anyway, why did this fail on previous live stream? Thought we so much to, hey, it starts building, yay, except that it fails. I did build probably that. What did fail? Ah, that's our does not refer. New cool, our own driver. Yeah, speaking of API, ABI breakage, right? Cheers. This is, I hate it, I don't understand it. It makes no sense to me, right? Only causing, like, what cleanup, right? In the name of cleanups, causing wasting everyone's time. Let's see. Let's first fix that and then OpenZFS. So much to senior programmer at the end of the workday. Yeah, it starts to build, it's probably fine. Driver wmon. So I based this off of, what was the other J? Oh wait, it's not even wmon. It is SPD. Oh, SPDIF. SPD. Did I? This actually was it? Here probably. So what failed? Probe, right? Probe of just probe, maybe. SPD probe. That's how we named that for some reason. Maybe. Apparently, potentially. Error, unexpected. Also best without typing. How did this happen? Not really sure how I fat fingered that, but somehow I did. Okay, fine, that's probably fine. Famous last words a second time. SPD probe. I just edit the patch. It's right, probably so like it's I fat fingered that one. Let's just so that is Linux 6, probably just a little bit of that. Just a little bit of, we updated this. So maybe PowerPC more PS3 breakage, let's see. No, that is the same, no other. No, of course PS3 breakage. Has no number, IC time. Why is it? Why do they need to? What bloody nonsense? More PS3 breakage. How did it say? Speaking of APIs, let's rename. And that's the reason, right? The irony is I started this YouTube channel because otherwise people didn't believe me, right? For a decade I talked with people, they thought I'm stupid, I'm hallucinating, I do not know what I'm talking about. No, I know what I'm talking about, I'm not hallucinating this shit together. That is how it freaking is, TM. If you find this amazing, leave in the comments below. What did they rename there, remove and stuff, and but rename to, rename? C time to what? Refreaking name? You can't make this shit up. Oh, OpenZFS. How matching talking about. Did we speak about OpenZFS? Yeah, cool. Why did they rename this? Probably for now that everything in tree is converted to use accessor functions. Cool, accessor functions to discourage direct access. Okay, so they just named, saying intentionally, 2023, recurringly, 30 years in the making, Linus Torvalds and his unsuccessful 10 little hobby Linux kernel. Monthly, weekly, daily, renaming stuff just to, you're not compiling this stuff anymore. That would be freaking too easy. I don't particularly care about porting this stuff to other accessor functions. I might just substitute this. It's just those here, current time, nighttime. The question is, what are the appropriate accessor functions? Something like set time and stuff. Do we have here proper? Do we have here shouldn't be too difficult? Should just tell me the proper use get set C time functions, pass request mask generic. Okay, we could do this another day. The irony is that IM time didn't. I mean, the long-term, more stable thing would be to I mean, the thing is, it's in kind of thoughter. Potentially 3 calls, also like assigning 2 and using an accessor function. It's like, yeah, this is Linux kernel silliness. So just 2 underscores, I guess, and we should be back in business. That was C time, right? It's probably fine. I anyway actually need to debug. Oh, did I just wipe this already? Maybe I just wiped this. Oh, how clever. Right, let's rebuild this. And then do OpenZFS stuff for people tuning in. That is amazing. Welcome everyone, especially those members and subscribers. Playing along at home, customized way to the liking. That is amazing. Compile isolated version. For compile, there's no problems. Happy to hear that. New subscriber, happy to hear that too. Regular watch learns a lot. Happy to hear that. We have a Discord server and welcome. I now added the probably to a permanent link because I'm. Let's hope this doesn't ask me for. Doesn't. I linked the Discord here. So basically, for Discord, it's now as easy as visiting the GitHub. That was very clever, wasn't it? Why we built that? So OpenZFS. Here is a build, like how to build stuff for this modern or relatively modern, only 2 decades old file system. And so these are 2 ports, right? 2 options, 2 parts. Developing in tree, configure and build, and out of tree. So we need 2 things. In kernel, so for the in kernel things, we basically what is there. So let's probably OpenZFS. So this will be one package delivering 2 things. And two things, because if you just build a package, it cannot build the kernel module, right? The way we structured that in T2, our Linux distribution, is that packages can hook into the build of other packages, for example, the Linux kernel, so that if this package is selected, if you build your T2 target system, then OpenZFS will hook into the kernel build, and because only then is the precise source tree with all the patches and config and stuff available. And the Linux kernel is built anyway, right? So also basically every time you build the Linux kernel, you need some matching modules, right? So that is why that is basically the way to go. Copy that from somewhere, like maybe Coda, because why not? Just some tiny little. By the way, do we build? Oh, this is not okay. Doesn't matter the most. So OpenZFS disk. Let's copy here some stuff so that I only copy this for the template. Like basically, we could have a. We probably should script soon create something from some website. So extra server, pretty far, whatever. So we need sources. Let's see what we get. Uses GitHub, contributing, and oh wait, this is the wrong website. Building. So do they have releases? Yes, no, maybe. ZFS, dependency you should install build latest ZFS 2.1. What does this do? So this is just dependencies and stuff. UDEF, ELF, utils, Kernel Devil, Python stuff. Let's hope they don't really. If they really need, you would hope they don't need Python too. So developing entry. What else do we have here? Running, set loop and whatnot stuff. Helper, wrapper, which can service test suite. Yeah, there is out of tree. Installing dependencies, build options, customizing packages, get on GitHub. See custom packages, additional information, building. What is custom packages? So much to read. DKMS, KVI, getting the source code, release tablet. We have here archive, ZFS on Linux. Here is something. Okay, fine. Not linked, but they have some freaking download on their main side. Speaker. Crazy that they have developer summit for this. Stuff. Download. I hate when stuff doesn't have a freaking download. There's a freaking download. Native, whatever. This is recent 2023 men pages. Okay, that loads something. I hate when this. Yeah, I need to. GitHub user content. What the heck? What did this even download? Main pages. I hate when stuff is so. All I wanted was a freaking download. What did I even know? Oh wait, this was a main page. Did I copy this wrong? Or maybe I copied this wrong. That's better. So 0 download file. We need to check the, by the way, are they out stable? Yeah, they out stable. We only have one source code that came from the template, 220. So that is this controversy licensing stuff. Some CDL whatever, CDDL. CDDL is licensed that, whatever, something. So that was originally invented at Oracle, at Sun. Let's just put here Sun. Whatever to be added later. Let's copy that here. And then 2 more metadata, and then we are good to go. To further, do they not have here? Yeah, more metadata we can do later. Code in a second, just need to do. Yeah, we could list more features, but whatever. Open source storage platform. Yeah. Includes okay, fine. It is what it is. So, an open source storage platform. Let's see how the build goes. Well, we have more comments there. Oh, by the way, how do the zero primes at least something? People watching from India, that is amazing. Oops, what did I do? OpenZFS? What? What did I... Ah, best without typo. Yeah, what typo was it? It comes from... So we need two parts, the user space tools. Let's see what this downloads. Let's build it. I don't have the highest hopes, but let's see what happens. In any case, it will leave us with a source tree that we can debug. Custom packages, what other? So they have here autogen. Okay, devil package. So that is a question. User space tools and not. Of course. So even with other packages, you would first time need to take a look what you got there. Okay, that has a configure. What do we need to build it basically twice. Once for the user space tools and once for the kernel side. Enable FreeBSD, freeBSD checks. Yeah, configure for built-in Linux built-in. Pass to the Linux kernel sources. Okay, we can do that. I only thought, what's this not? Does it have MKFS ZFS or something? How to create a ZFS file system, ZFS. Where is that coming from though? Because we need to build this in two parts. Where is documentation? News, notice. US Department of Energy. Yeah. Do we have installation? Because I want without releases, supported, official resources, blah, blah, blah. All I want was user space tools. ZFS build user space only. Okay, the other question is, we can do that later once we got something built at all. We need the kernel anyway, so okay, that also built now. Then architecture PowerPC 64, Linux, hot fixed PowerPC 64, Linux PC patches 6.6. Fixed Linux SPD 1554, not 15118. Just without typo. I also don't see that. For Linux 6.6. And then let's get to. So I have the suspicion this will not support the latest kernel as per usual, which is also why I'm not running that and never had the highest interest. Nonetheless, the audience is demanding, the subscribers are asking. And we want all OpenZFS fans in our inclusive T2 community. So let's hope they support the latest stable. So let's Let's switch back because I don't have the highest hopes. Most likely this broke for that. So let's selectively go to that. And it's because we need the Linux kernel sources. So let's in-system build them and prototype that, because that is a little bit fragile and stuff. We can already prepare. We should have some post Linux. Not done this in a decade. Let's go in here. Let's selectively only build VM Linux. I mean, we might need all. Yeah. Okay, fine, whatever. Only takes 4 minutes anyway. Let's already copy here some interesting NVIDIA. Which other driver would probably be, what would be, they're all a little bit outdated and okay, those I've recently done, those matrix things. And then, so let's see, what did we have here? This post Linux is, okay, that is that. So that is registering with, yeah, this is a little bit named, a little bit like the Linux community. Let's break naming 20 years later. But yes, it's not the best name I've chosen 20 years ago, Linux third-party modules, because yeah. I mean, this should, I mean, it's not the biggest thing, right? Maybe I substitute this. You know what to do. And I wonder, like, rename Linux post, yeah, post, whatever. Third party. I also wonder, is ambutil cp moving files? I had the suspicion yesterday, didn't quite debug that through. So, one thing, so this, I mean, do we need, maybe we need, yeah, this naming could also, it is what it is. For some historic reasons, the naming is how it is. One is registering that and one is doing the actual work. Did I save this already? So post Linux conf, let's build some matching OpenZFS kernel module for the kernel build. Do we need that? Maybe not necessarily. Why do I have this like that? Oh, it's such a long time. Let's quickly take a look on the other ones. Okay, they just, something like that with kernel. This is probably exactly what we need. What a coincidence. Maybe we should have not have copied that with history then. No, it doesn't have history. Basically this here too. So now I should have done this to begin with. Anyway, okay, we built the Linux kernel. Now we can try what happens on the build as proof of concept. Because the thing is, this stuff builds so long, even on Horizon 7950X, I'm not willing to constantly wait so long. So with kernel, I hope this was, as it should be for a test. So later this will be automatically during the Linux kernel build. Right now we need to manually clobber in there what we want to use for testing, something of that sort. Let's see what happens. Make sure source directory not found. Why not? This is not so right. Linux built-in, Linux tree default, no. With config, kernel, with Linux, with... Did I not use with Linux? This was with Linux. Ugh. Kernel source, build objects. It's basically the same for us. Why does this not work? Someone was wondering why I'm not using that. What's going on here? What did this test? Checking kernel source tree build directory done. Kernel source directory not found. Checking kernel source and build directories. So that is kernel. What is it checking here? It's always. Oh wait, what did it do? Select object location and build with Linux and Linux object path. Do they really need both? What even? Linux object. Let's see what happens then. Nope. Whatever they do there would be too easy if that would just work. Let's read the freaking sources. Alright, don't tell me. How does this work? So what do they check? Checking for? Hello? What happened there? Checking, done, printf, checking, result. What the heck? What does it even, what does it do there? Checking kernel source directory, printf, checking? What the heck? I don't understand this code. I don't see freaking, I literally don't freaking see code. Where is the freaking check? Or is that done? Or is that just shittily written? Here it tests uname. Ah, maybe it. With Linux object was given. Yeah, this is code from hell. Man, yeah, GNU autoconf certainly sucks. But it also looks to be a little bit shittily written to begin with. Like, not a little, apparently very shitty. So, checking kernel source directory, what is it? So it, kernel source, kernel build. It's checking lib modules and stuff. Not sure if right now, I mean, uname is, that is invalid. So yeah, that does not surely not exist. What the heck? I mean, so our uname stuff is intentionally invalid. Ah, yes, also unrecognized with kernel. With kernel? Oh, was it not? Oh, okay, my bad. Apparently with Linux. Ah, maybe I copied this wrong from... Okay, fine. Nonetheless, this code was written. Okay, that was better. The kernel does not include the required loadable module support? What the heck? 6.5.11t2? Config modules is defined. How does it check freaking that? Of course our modules are. Where does it check that? Here, config modules, yes. Oh, don't tell me why is everything always so shitty. Let's copy that already. Yeah, you need to study computer science to configure OpenZFS to freaking build. Oops, that wasn't very clever. Didn't want to lose that. So what was it with Linux, right? Let's with Linux, yeah, and Linux objects. Apparently you need both. Maybe checking some other pre-installed config somewhere, which would be, I mean, why would it do that? And maybe it does. If it already has this Linux kernel source tree there, but let's see. Config modules is defined. Where does it check that? Checking whether enable Linux built-in build config test build. So what the heck? Why is it testing in build? Because that is if yes. What the heck? Okay, maybe the test is... Oh no, there is loadable... No, that is the only error message. Why does this say... Why is... If test built-in, Linux built-in yes, then... if not yes, then... Oh, this is so shittily written. Can throw up already. Get eye cancer here from this. Sources. So like it's testing, so... If test directory... So if Linux built-in is not yes, it's like, why is it testing config modules? What the heck? I mean, whatever is built in, like why is it not grabbing the config? Why does it want? Okay, maybe we should read the freaking documentation. Also, we have hello. So you commented with kernel. Thanks. Question there. Any advice? Someone trying to get into system programming? Love your streams, by the way. My general advice is do what you're interested in, right? If you're interested in graphics, do some graphics. If you're interested in storage, do some storage. Fix the bugs you have, right? If your RGB lighting doesn't work, or start with some simple things, right? Some RGB lighting, or if there's some bug, try to find this bug. If it's some graphic glitch or whatever, this kind of stuff. Or if that's not your thing, if like this is interesting to me, then like if you think big money is in XYZ, then do XYZ like in storage or embedded, or like if you want to get into embedded, get some cheap embedded board and get used to building, supporting that, and then make something better there, like RISC-V, or for example, currently the PowerVR RISC-V stuff with this affordable not sci-fi, with this affordable Vision 5 board, right? Why is the PCB not? Oh, this is coming off of the screw. Cool. So, you get the idea. So, also, did I hold this on? Like, there's certainly quite a chance, like either Apple shy graphics there, or if that is not your thing, which would not be my thing, working in Apple's ecosystem, then Vision 5 or PowerVR stuff. Yes, they have developer working on there, right? But if that's interesting and you want to get in there, then it's certainly quite some opportunities to get into mainline graphic programming there. So this is super strange that starting from native deb-based DK user package build is following. So I mean, this does not look too suspicious. KB tracking K-mode with spec. Okay, nothing too out of the ordinary. Also, like here, already knowing enough to build, you have 3 possibilities to build their stuff. DKMS. So basically I want to, but which by the way, maybe it's the best to use a DKMS, which only contains the source code for and scripts for rebuilding the kernel modules. Packages are similar to standard binary K-modes, maybe used with enterprise things like. And what is with our enterprise ready T2? Yeah. Stable kernel, we are same binary, use the new versions. Kernel. Run autogen, yada yada. So yeah, these tests here are rather strange. I'm surprised they have it like that. What the heck are they even? Here's mod post test. Did it do mod post test already? Kernel source, config option, compatibility. I mean, it does check for kernel config option compatibility. How does it check that? Config compatibility. Checked out. Oops. Checking for cabled mod post, non-final. What does it do here? PVD build. Does it create a build? Oh, okay, it creates. Is it a symlink? Does it symlink that to? Config. Does that look different? What does it do here? Build log. What did it do here? Entering? Why in compile differ from you're using? Mod post, kernel, leaving. I'm not really sure what they're trying to do there. The only thing is, what is with this in kernel? Like basically, we are kind of sorta. Either we patch that away and see how far it goes, or in. Is it entry? Linux. Linux. For building in-tree kernel modules. I mean, it kinda sorta is in-tree. What precisely should this change? In-tree, what even was the bloody option? Build in. What does it do? UTS release. Cannot find UTS. Background prepare inside your kernel source tree. Build, compile info. I mean, we could try and see if test. Then test the shit. I mean, okay, we could see if that goes magically away if we anyway build it like that. Kernel is unable to compile object files. Please make sure you prepare this cross tree. It still tries. I have the suspicion that this will, if we patch that away, it will not just work. Let's make that an echo for now and see how much further we come. But probably there's some general issue that this doesn't like. What the heck does not include loadable module support? Kernel, configuration, run, make, module, prepare, source tree. Or does this want... Does it really want some modules prepared? I've never done that. What the heck does this try to do? How can this be so... I mean, this is like 20 years ago, like Matrox and NVIDIA could build shit, and this open source, like how can this open source stuff be so bloody broken by default? Prepare, wait a second, don't intend to enable load? No, okay, this is something else. If you don't intend to enable loadable kernel module support, please compile OpenZFS as a Linux kernel built-in. Okay, this is what the built-in is about. Why does this... So like, I totally, like, I've not even ever seen this nonsense. Like, why? Where should this bloody shit... Although there's config modules, so... I know this is probably our... This is our... What is this even trying to do here? This is so stupid. I've never seen this. Like, this is what I really wonder. Enabling experience content models. No, allow. What the heck? Here is Ashai Linux. If I clone the Ashai Linux source, then it's found. Build fails now, compatible with 6.1, no, thank you very much. Okay, for someone it starts to work. config modules if, okay, it should actually mkdir that, at least here. If test, then mkdir build config. Okay, actually it has here. Okay, it really wants to build there. Ah, they want to build that here. Okay. That fails. Off to a good start. Checking kernel config compatibility. Config modules. It tries to build. Okay, this should be in build log. Don't tell me it just trips over a warning. Config modules. Mod post entering. Module symbols. That is empty. Okay, try. So this directly should come from. Yeah, that is sorry. Yeah. This is case insensitive. Config modules not defined. So it tests that. It tests for config module KO. Okay, that doesn't exist. Okay, how did this not? What does it try to run? Unable mod protest software and kernel. Like, yeah, this build failed quickly. It's. I mean, that's why we scripted, right? That you don't need to fight this stubborn build system stuff at home. Config modules, yes. Checking for kernel. Make modules, okay. Config modules. CM. This is shitty readable. So it should run something. I don't know how they. This is really nah. Config. No, this isn't how it should have run that. Thank you very much. Example command to build the sources. Make modules. C Linux kernel stuff in. Okay, what happens here? Does not support. Ah, okay. Kernel. So okay, this is probably because they. What compiler do they use that with? Basically, what we need is cc equals kcc. Okay, then this works. Okay. What would they use for the compiler? That is because T2 is automatically Okay, maybe so our stuff broke that. Fine. Our automagic stuff. We add fpixel. So basically what we need is a way to configure. I mean, what probably could work. Configure. Does this work either here or there? cc equals, let's. No, that still doesn't work. Where do we append that? We probably have pi and stuff. Oh, that's our pi stuff. Okay, we could for a test. Remove that and that too. Yeah, that's when you. So this is why we separate this to KCC. Okay, this too doesn't work. Fun. So what did? Okay, we also add stack protectors. It probably also fails. Still at fpic though. Where is that coming from? Yeah, and this is why usually it's like, yeah, out of tree stuff and building like a normal package, except it isn't a normal package. This ABI stuff needs to match precisely. Where is the other? Oh, there's fpic. Of course, later we will automate that. Ideally, it should somehow be patched to use KCC anyway, especially just if you build otherwise with Clang. That should also match, might work, but might break. First, I want this to see to work at all. Then we can do more improvements. What kind of... are we further? Maybe we're further. Currently I'm using a Sun type 6. I always mix. Yes, 6, that is a Sun serial protocol thing. It's not the best keyboard. I actually, ironically, I only use this for, I converted this. I mean, beside I have Sun, right? Spark previous. We support everything. Ironically, I mean, this keyboard is actually kinda not so amazing. I use this extra cluster of 10 keys for scene selection OBS, just that now with Wayland that doesn't work anymore. Like, yeah, 4 years ago we patched OBS to support those Sun keys, and now we use Wayland and it doesn't work anymore. You know what? Theoretically, you know what? Let's do some experiment. I have here the previous video, Cherry Brown MX. Sometimes comes out. Previous video, 10 key less. Let's have some fun. Let's see how much. I don't use this daily. Let's see if that. So theoretically, I just don't use it daily though. Probably so. Actually, I'm kind of used to the alt graph stuff now. That's the thing. The main reason is I'm more used to the location of the alt and matter and super hyper keys and stuff. But yeah. Okay, that's what we wanted to see. F mode exclude. Nah, thank you very much. Did you mean? Is that the only breaking thing? Did more fails on us? is the freaking only? Yeah, leave in the comments below. Are you mayor? So someone cherry brown. Ooh. I could also. I mean, I really don't get what the hate is. I find them kind of okay. I could swap them anyway. So which do you prefer? 220 will fail. I'm test compiling this with 5.5, with 6.5.11. So does 6.5.11 also not work? Do you want more silent, or do you want, what's your problem with cherry and stuff? I really don't quite get the hate though. So you're saying that should work. Let's see, I guess now starts the thing. Yeah, let's see how fast I can move to this. So what's up with that one here? That is users, teacher. That somehow is not a thing. 241. Let's see what's going on there. 241. Found cherry to be okay. Just haven't found cherry to be constant in terms of quality. Tech Shinobi. This tech. How do you like this? Actually, I thought about ordering that. I have a tech Yoda 2, which I occasionally use. I have cherry silent red in there that I'm kind of okay with. It's cherry green, and they're all over the place. In quality pressure. Sorry to hear that. Kaylee and stuff. Jade much more consistent. Happy to hear that. How do you like this tech keyboard though? Here, maybe here is have block dev put holder thing. Maybe that should be defined for some reason. Kernel block dev M4. Because I mean we should check the API, but so what would that be? Put holder. What was even there? I mean, we should check. Yeah, if we have that, it has one holder. We should have. Did this check this one? I should have that here though. I don't want binary file. So they have block dev put. It's this naming this sucks, right? For 30 years, coming full cycle to the beginning of this video, right? For 30 years, they rename shit on a daily basis, and they have still APIs that have such, in my opinion, really crappy low quality names as block dev put. Like put what? Put where? Garden, toilet, under the seat, I don't know, in US. It's like, delete. Ironically, once, 2 years ago, they renamed something from delete to put. I believe that is block dev delete or some shit, but they named it put for, I don't know, reasons that they can rename it next year again because underscore put sucked, or I don't know. Anyway, so some of this might test wrong for some reason. It's of course not ideal. OpenZFS, what should I? Good that we do some testing here. So define that to 1. And does this rebuild something? The question is, does it? Let's hope it didn't rewrote that warning object too. Okay, there are some warnings. We built further so much to, hey, we auto test some shit and auto test some shit wrong. Okay, fair enough. So what does it install? That is the bigger question. Okay, it's installed quite some user etc Sherman ZFS stuff. The thing is, I would want to build, so this doesn't help us the most. Okay, we found some, so how did we configure? We configured with, so what was the fix? The fix was, can we, no stack smashing protector, no fpic. Config pi. Okay, do we only? Okay, we probably should not. No pi, this package. Okay, let's see how far. What did I even? Oh, here. Did I do this? Probably should always do this by both. It has this config kernel and okay, thanks for that. That also I no. Oh, really? Okay. So you see with config kernel and with config user, I hope that does something. Let's first test if this still fails. Okay, anyway. Config kernel user all okay. Then let's see with config you're saying. Let's see what happens if we with config user. I mean, I personally would configure make install to user. Okay, that actually works. So far, so good. So I would do configure make install just build the user stuff and then the other like with kernel. But yeah, I'm probably too logical, too perfectionist, too reasonable, too common sense. But yeah. So we need actually. Do we still have that? Okay, we need var append with config user. And that's why I do that. Like even I needed 1 hour to figure out all this stuff, plus some help and stuff. Like imagine normal user and business people and so on. So let's see what happens then. Also best without some. Actually, I wanted to do some new style. I wanted to only put quotes when necessary. Like if you would type this on a command line with kernel and stuff. Going forward, at least wanted to try that. Okay, that does something. that did something. That's amazing. etc. Oh, base compilation, thank you very much. Okay, that indeed installed some useful stuff. And let's copy the cache file. Other utils. BcacheFS. So it's probably only because some other thing created some other directory first. Are you kidding me? Need to filter that more for that to automatically work. Probably otherwise fine. And so for the post Linux stuff, we also need basically, I mean, I also maybe we should actually do away with extra concept. I think this is not really necessary to do that anymore. Was maybe not the best idea. So I mean, here we need quotes because it's one argument, but otherwise I do this in 2 steps just for readability, because we need with config kernel. Then let's see if that builds. I mean, we could commit that already. I could also fully test build it. Yeah, for that we need to enable that lids. Let's enable it for test. Actually, you know what? It's anyway a good test. Does it cross-compile? Should we test this for PowerPC? Did it activate? Yeah. Then let's PowerPC 64E. Let's see what happens. Also, this is an automatic node from tutorial, remember? Maybe we actually should, you know what, we should, oh, we can open ZFS. We should actually remove that. We should not need that. And this here should, what should that be? Maybe we should make this one line. Do we have, what do we have even? Warning. Package contains. Kernel module. Where to rebuild. rebuild. Something of that sort. To not waste another line, to make it more. That's probably quite good. Huh? Package contains, or I mean, we could make it short and just contains. Package contains kernel module. Remember, we could make it kernel, right? Remember to rebuild the Linux kernel 2. So I thought, hey, that even freaking built here. Amazing. And so then when we rebuild the Linux kernel, we should get this build too. I have a, why is this 16 threads? All right, probably from the math build. I had some testing there. I'm not sure if it still works. SDE, it was prepare module, right? Modules prepare. I have some debug thing from decades ago, 15 years ago. Should be somewhere here in this Linux. Did I remove that? Maybe when it... Okay, so much too. I had there some SDE config debug thing. Maybe I removed it because I believe with modern kernel builds it wasn't working the best anymore. What this did is skipping the build, because the problem is not for testing. We need to rebuild, like this will rebuild the whole kernel, which may take 4 minutes or so. And then with this exported, like previously if you exported SDE debug thing, then it didn't build the actual kernel for 4 minutes debug cycle, like edit, compile, debug cycle speed up. Maybe so much to know of different keyboards than I usually have. Alt graph left instead of right. Yeah. Let's say debug, stray debug print, download. Is there not any? Print. Not sure what I have done with it. I mean, do I have a old source? What's the oldest source I have here? Maybe none. Do we have some? What's the oldest new tech? Oh. Did I close it already? No. Yeah. So we're still building. Let's see, we can... Let's has not used that in a long time, so that is certainly a good win-win to actually test that. Oh, it's still building stuff. So I'm asking, using your Filco? Yes, because people ask me which keyboard, so I on the fly switch for this video. Which did you like more at the beginning with a membrane? Some shaking, some prompts. Okay, that didn't work. Despite we had built the kernel. Maybe it's using the wrong compiler. What precisely? Okay, so yeah. What did we run? We run prefix and stuff. Config kernel with Linux 6565 in this build sandbox. Build system, host system, target, poor PC is correct. What could be right with multiple 21. So the difficulty is now to replicate precisely what it had run here. And we probably would find something in this build log. Kernel was built for, you're using okay, you're using the GCC, that is obviously wrong. So it just throws GCC on it. Thank you very much. OpenZFS developer ever cross-compiled your own shit. So for what do we freaking specify a freaking compiler if OpenZFS then like in your face, it's like you're not getting your compiler you requested. Where would that be? AC tools prefix, first world of tool prefix GCC. Yeah. Build. What would be the? Where does it build this stuff? Where does it run that? Good that we test cross-compiling. Of course, immediately found stuff not working. What does it do here? Build source, kernel source. Oh my god. Have spell check. Oh my god. Is it dummy parallel? Nah. Checking even for freaking parallel. You can't make this a build. Linux true. Prayer. So this guy with Linux. Linux object. By the way, did this cross-compile? Did we check cross-compiling the tools? Wait, even. Oh, was I in the wrong direction? Did I test cross-compiling the OpenZFS thing already? Maybe it also doesn't cross-compile. No, that built something. That built something. Is it the right executable? PowerPC. Open PowerPC 11 version 2 API. Yes, at least something works. Maybe it just runs make without further arguments, but that should still... Make modules, manual sources. Yeah, so it just runs make modules. Cool. That is, of course, RQM. So it runs this apparently without further. I mean, that can't work. What did I select that? Can we reuse that thing here? What is that for? Can we misuse that maybe? Sounds like user mode, but where's my... Do they have that everywhere? If they have that everywhere, we might be able to hook into that and reuse that. The question is, do they need a linker and stuff? Configure. Fingers crossed. Nope. Okay, maybe not cross yet, but otherwise it looks promising, I think. It's totally fine. You know what? If you want cross-compiling, share, like, subscribe, Patreon, GoFundMe. I think I have a solution for that. Doesn't cross-compile. It's like, yeah, you get what you pay for. You don't pay, you don't get it cross-compiled. So, otherwise, I think it probably, I mean, we could, you know what, let's give it one last chance to build natively. Or is that, I need to check if that has OpenZFS. Yeah. Yep. Enabled because we're good. So let's build, I know what, let's where do I have it? Of course, you want this for both. And while it's probably compiling, actually commit this. Actually, you know what? It's partially misleading. You know what? It partially cross-compiles. Maybe I reinstate this. It's not that far from cross-compiling. It could be so nice, however, which is now... Oh, there. Which one? Alt. I wanted can here to do cc. Yeah, that should only take 2 more minutes or so. Then we have one more amazing. Need to get used to this Windows key layout. Not my Unix, this PC key layout when I'm more used to Unix key layout. So, otherwise it's probably it for today. Some open source updates a day keep bitrot away and the fans alive and the usage and views up. Yeah, that's why I had this. Actually, yeah, we wanted to check what happened with my... I might have removed it because it didn't fully work anymore. Or is it... was it not debug? Maybe it was removed. Does this work? Yeah, pretty much works. Oops. Here, Linux debug submodules only. Somehow we lost that. Maybe intentionally. So that was doing that only, otherwise make inst opts. The question is, can we reinstate it? Maybe if we... I mean, the mod post stuff didn't work, I believe. Yeah, something of that it was. Checking stuff, that should be open. Okay, natively it appears to work, I guess. Except the config, I mean, yeah, okay, there might still be this block dev put configuration mismatch marginality. May or may not. I have the feeling this is not building parallel. Yeah, cool. Thank you very much. ZF OpenZFS developers, I don't know what's long. Should this not, what is it even? Should this not be parallel by default? Keyword layout is killing me. Probably, what's the building? Does this not run? Okay, it runs make all. Why? Why does it run make all and not make? Why is this not running J? Do we have this accidentally? No, why is this? Okay, this maybe, no, it also fails for the same vdef block dev put out of them. Yeah, kernel APIs ever changing. Yeah. Despite configure tests and stuff, this still, I don't, yeah, complexities and stuff. What wonders me more is that this didn't build in parallel. What did it do here? Running? Are we just... It somehow does config ZFS modules mkd running. Why is this not in parallel? Running make without J? Don't quite see why. Why is this not parallel? Or does it inherit that from Linux kernel? It's also not somehow, this is not picking up parallel. Okay, to do OpenZFS in Linux kernel J question mark. Gets lost somewhere. Anyway, tested enough, mostly working. There you have it. For all the OpenZFS fans, storage aficionados, and I guess that's good enough for version 0. Right? I hope you enjoyed this and learned something. Don't forget to share, like, subscribe, Patreon. Don't delay, try T2 Linux now with OpenZFS today. Have a good day and night, and I hope to see you soon for all the upcoming open source development tests, tricks, and so on.